What's up, everybody? It's Duke back here from SportsGamers.com, and I'm very excited today. We got a great Madden 20 tip for you guys. I'm going to be starting a series on how to beat the Blitz because, as we all know, this year the meta is heavy blitzing, and it can be difficult to beat some of the better blitzes out there. So, in this video, I'm going to be going over my first money play to beat the Blitz. This is going to torch Big Dime, show you how to beat Big Dime 3-4, any blitzing defense, whether it be a man blitz, cover 2 blitz, cover 3 blitz, cover 4 blitz. It does not matter. We got answers for them all, so this is really going to help improve your passing game and just your offense in general as far as being able to make people pay for sending those pesky blitzes at you. So we're going to be looking at the Oakland Raiders playbook on offense, guys. Obviously, the Oakland Raiders playbook is one of the more popular playbooks in the game, if not the most, and has been all year long. We're going to be looking at the gun tight slots HP weak. And the play I'm going to look at is the X dig. Now I'm going to tell you guys the gun slots HP weak in general has some of the best blitz beaters in the whole game. Honestly, it's one of the best passing formations of the whole game. I'd definitely say it's top 5. So we start off with the 3-4 odd. This is a really good play to beat the blitz, whether it's man, zone, whatever. So, guys, first of all, when you max protect from this formation, you have the running back and tight end opposite. That's really good. The other thing I want to mention is this play has a really good corner route. This is a short, quick corner route. Most stock corner routes on the game are nowhere near as good as this one. This one is really good for being a stock corner route. So, when I run this play, what I like to do is I like to either have a post-flag elite guy running the corner route. That's definitely preferred because then he's going to get open and catch pretty much anything. But at least if you don't have that, make sure that your receiver running it meets the medium route running threshold. Since corner route will be a medium route. And that's 85 on all Madden or 90 on all Pro. We're on all Madden here, so Lockett is able to meet that. The other thing you can do is you can either drag or just leave this slot receiver that's on the hitch, leave him on the hitch, either or. Now, if I want to roll out, you guys could go at a double team the outside linebacker when you're playing against the 3-4 on the tight end side of the formation. That way, you can pretty much guarantee he will get blocked by the tight end and also the tackle, so you should be able to roll out just as you guys see here. And now I have an option between the corner route, the in route, or the drag. Now the corner route's always going to get open because when you roll out like that, if it's a cloud flat, as we'll see in the replay, it kind of just comes up. You can throw it over the top, and if it's a deep zone, it's going to be open underneath it. And if it's man, especially if you have the ability on the post flag, or if you just have the route running threshold, it should be open. Here you can see what I'm talking about, how it just comes down while you're rolling out. But say they user that, as I'm going to show you an example next, you could either hit the dig or possibly the drag route. Just kind of all depends. Here, obviously we went with the corner route. But again, let's switch it up. Let's run like a cover 4 with some deep zones. And let's assume that they go over with their user, but they're probably going to be using a safety against something like this. And if they're blitzing heavily anyway, 7, probably be on a safety. So let's say that they take that away themselves. I'm kind of going to try to simulate that by just using this guy, but actually just manning him up. But still, it's probably going to get open just because corner routes are that effective. Let's assume it doesn't, though, and just show some other things you could do on this play. So again, guys, you can see here, just as I'm talking about, you could get that on the run throw. Especially if you have dashing data, it's very consistent to the in route. This play has really perfect spacing because you see that when you roll out, you automatically have to worry about the corner route. Because if you don't user this, it's always going to be under this deep zone, whether it's a cover 3 deep zone or cover 4 that corner is dropping, and he'll never be able to play that. So now they have to either have him manned up like this, which if you have post-flag elite, he's still going to get open. Basically, they're going to have to use it. So say that's the user. Now, again, you guys can see we have the drag and then the dig, which is coming backside. So there's no way in the world that they could get over there to stop the corner, stop the drag, and then also cover the dig. It's just, it's just not possible. So as you guys can see here, that's a really easy read, and that's going to be an easy dot for us. Alright, so that is the first way you would want to run this play. This is against like a 3-4 type blitzing defense, whether it's like even, odd, bear, just, any sort of 3-4. It's very easy to roll out on. Now the thing is, you don't have to roll out. Like, you could just stand in the pocket. So say that you don't have a mobile quarterback, which is fine. This is a formation you can actually use with a pocket passer if you want. Although for me, I always do if I'm going to pass the ball, I want a mobile quarterback to roll out. But if I'm just using a pocket quarterback, generally speaking, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and max protect and slide away from the running back, so to the tight end side, and then just ID the mic as the blitzer on the running back side. And generally, this will give me more than enough time to just stand in the pocket and go through my reads. And now this is going to be a man-to-man blitz. And you guys can see Lockett, he's able to beat his man pretty easily. And again, he doesn't have the ability, but he does have the route running threshold, so he's able to beat him for a quick touchdown. And again, if they go and manually play that, you can always, against man coverage, the hitch is always easy. The low ball, like I really like the hitch against man. And then also the dig, that's going to get open too. Now again, the dig, you need a good route runner there to really get that separation against man coverage consistently. But you guys can see here, this corner just absolutely cooked. But yeah, you definitely will notice a difference in how the players get open based upon their route running. Another nice ability you can use for receivers lined up in the slot is slot-o-matic. That triggers not really on posts and corners, but shorter routes. And so if you go ahead and have post-flag elite and slot-o-matic on the same receiver, and it's a slot receiver, you can pretty much guarantee that those guys are going to get open very consistently for you. So that's if we're going up against a 3-4. Like a 3-4 even would pretty much be the same thing. Like most 3-4 formations, honestly, guys, you want to like look to block the same way. So if I saw this and I wanted to roll out, I could do the exact same thing where I just double team the side on the tight end that I want to roll out to, and you guys will see that he'll get blocked both ways. I can throw it on the run. That time I had to throw it basically to the drag just because that DN came in screaming. So it's a little bit different when you're playing formations like 3-4 even. But you still can always kind of manipulate the blocking one way or the other. Like here, say I wanted to roll out, I could just easily flip it, double team this guy, and it's going to be a little bit easier to roll out because you can see with 3-4 even, it's a little bit more unbalanced to the right. There's way more defenders over there. So if I flip it and make sure I double team this guy, it's going to be pretty easy. As you guys can see here, it's 100 times easier to roll out that way. We throw the corner out on the sideline. So you guys kind of just got to recognize the defensive formation. Like odd, it's more balanced, so you could roll out either way pretty easily with this. But like a 3-4 even, when most of the defenders are lined up on the right, I mean, you could see we could roll out to the right, but we didn't have as much time. But if you flip it, you have way more time because there's really only those two guys over there that you got to even have blocked. Again, you can see the same thing's going to happen. You can either throw the drag, the dig backside, the corner over the top, or you can just scramble. And then if they have the deep zone, the corner is always going to be underneath it. Now, like I said, you don't even have to roll out. Like, say you have a pocket quarterback, and honestly, some defenses are harder to roll out than others. The big dime 146 is a good example of that. I mean, you can roll out against it. I've shown you guys how to do it already on the channel. But there's definitely different little tricks people can use with this formation to make it a bit harder. So let's start with the DB sting and say you just want to sit in the pocket. So say you want to sit in the pocket, we're just going to do that right here with a simple max protect. You guys can see that we do get everything blocked, and now we just have our reads. We're just sitting in the pocket. We didn't even use any sort of blocking. We just literally max protect. We went ahead and made our reads. We have the drag, the corner, and the dig. Again, you guys can see here, there's no way in the world that they can stop all three of these routes. You got the drag, you got the corner, you got the dig. This is a really, really good route concept against a 7-man blitz. It's pretty much impossible to stop because, there's no zone combination, 4 zone defenders, 3 zones by CPU, 1 user that can take that away. And then there's man beaters on this play too. So if you just try to man the guys up, you're going to have problems, especially when you're playing MUT against really good receivers or franchise against really good receivers. And even regs, because most people on regs use team with good receivers, and not like use a team like the Seahawks where there's only like one good receiver and then a fast guy. The fast guy's obviously Metcalf, but his route run is really bad. You're gonna have problems. Now the thing is, this corner route, it's so good because not only is it quick and short, but like if you just sit in the pocket like I'm about to do here against the cover 2, you can see that it eventually is going to get over the top for the throw on the sideline. That he still caught the ball is a little closer than I would have really liked it to be, but that's definitely something you can do pretty much at will. You can just throw that over the top. Now, like I said, it's definitely going to be easier if you do roll out, but I mean you don't even have to roll out, as you guys can see here. At a certain point, it's just going to get over the top. You can dot it just like that. Now, like I said, this is going to work pretty much either way. So if you see a man blitz, you can kind of pick and choose who your better receivers are. Normally I like to have my best receivers as the outside receivers in this formation. Because even from other plays, I mean, they're definitely going to be running the most important routes, because other plays in the scheme, I might put them on posts and just in general, just different routes. So again, this is man. It's going to be blocked different ways. But again, another pretty consistent way to do it is to slide away from the running back side. And then ID the Mike is the slot blitzer as this corner right here. As you can see, I'm going to motion to slant out. And that's just an easy, quick read for me over the middle. I mean, that's obviously not the best receiver. I don't even know who that was, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and look. 10, Gordon. Oh, that's Gordon. But as you guys can see, I don't have to roll out here when I go ahead and ID the Mike as the blitzer on the same side of the screen as the running back and slide away. I mean, I could roll out to the running back side, but because he's getting chopped or he's getting blocked really easily, but I don't have to. I can just stay in the pocket, make my reads here, and bam, I have the motion slant from this formation. This formation is actually really fire. If you guys want some more tips from this formation, you can check out our tight offensive guide on sportsgamers.com. We definitely covered this formation extremely in depth, how to run it to its fullest potential. So hope you guys liked the video, and be on the lookout for at least one blitz beating video a week. I feel like that's a great series that we can start to help you guys out.